Good evening, everyone. Today I decided I'm going to do a video playing my classic horde character. As the new usual goes, this video may come to abrupt end depending on if my baby wakes up. You will probably maybe notice that I'm not quite where I left off from the last time I was on this character. The other day I decided to pretty much go to the northern part of Silverpine up here, kill some spiders. And then I realized that this character didn't have cooking, so I went to Undercity here and got her cooking. And I realized that there is a quest for turn-in Undercity for me. It's my mage quest. Don't quote me on that. Whoops. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave her parked here in Undercity so the next time I record, I can just turn that in. So that's what we're here doing. It's a recipe for death. Hail, mage. What business do you have with the Royal Apothecary Society? How good of Apothecary Renferal to send you to me. These samples will indeed prove useful to the cause. I will begin studying their toxic and contaminable properties at once. You can be of further service to the Royal Apothecary Society. When Arugel cast his wretched magic on the forest, he cursed one of our most promising member, Apothecary Berard. Now a mindless servant of Arugel, Berard is useless to us, but his findings might prove to be of worth. He was studying an ancient plague that killed off all the aquatic life in Lake Lordamere ages ago. Retrieve Berard's journal from his study in the Pirewood Village Inn and take it to Apothecary Renferal. Where is that? All the way down there. Okay. So I thought maybe I was gonna hearth, but it looks like there's a quest for turn-in along the way, so I suppose I might as well run it. It's sometimes, like, I find myself sometimes getting impatient, at least when recording on my classic characters, just because when I'm on retail, I complete things so much infinitely quicker. Because I mean, you have flying, and I'm one-shotting everything. So for classic, everything's a lot slower paced, which I don't mind, but I feel like some people might find it boring. I mean, considering the nature of the video is ASMR, I like to think that that's okay for most people viewing, but You never know. I try and fill the in between with conversation. Obviously, not with anybody, but sometimes I feel like I run out of things to say. Luckily, Undercity isn't too complicated. I've said it in the past that I'm primarily Alliance usually. So sometimes when I'm in Horde cities, I find myself sometimes a little lost, or it's sometimes very awkward to try and find my way around. But Undercity isn't too bad. I'm kind of familiar with Silver Moon as well, just because I like to roll Blood Elf when I can. Obviously, that's not a thing in Classic. I kind of remember old school Orgrimmar layout. When it comes to Mulgore, or Thunderbluff, which is in Mulgore, I I do not know my way around. I know there's like the 5 like pillars, but I don't go to Thunderbluff if I can avoid it. Hang on. Why? Why? Is it maybe a mage quest? Why is it telling me there's a quest in Brill? I'm pretty sure I did all the quests in Brill. It's a shame I don't have Blink. Yeah, I don't think I would have Blink. Before I forget real quick, I'm gonna conjure some water though. Yeah, I don't have Blink. Dampen magic. Oh, that's the wrong turn. I wonder what level I get Blink at. I'm gonna be upsetty spaghetti if I get all the way over here and there's not actually a quest here. Like, I know it shows it on the mini map, but that's because of Questy and not actually WoW, not in Classic. I could not imagine trying to function without Questy in Classic. Okay, it's a mage quest, yeah. Report to Anastasia. The mages of the Undercity have noted a magical disturbance within the city and have sent word for mages of the Horde to investigate. Anastasia Hartwell can tell you more. Speak with her in the mage quarter in the Undercity. Of course. Level 20 is when I get Blink, so definitely not happening in this video, but not terribly far off. So I guess I'm going back to the Undercity. feel like this is my ADHD, but like I don't like leaving quests behind if I've already finished a zone. I wonder what she's gonna have for me to do though. If it's something that's like a little bit tedious or like super out of the way, I will probably not do it in this video just because I know I have all this stuff to turn in down in Silver Pine Forest. The shadows are a little weird here. I don't know if you're seeing it, but a little strange. Will I make it? Oh, just barely. Just barely. Okay, let's see. Oop. Just drop down here instead. And go under. And then she's all the way in the back on the left. I always think that this water is like lava, like it's gonna hurt me just because of how discolored it is and disgusting, but it's just normal water. It's just sewer water, which would hurt me in real life if I'm honest. It is true. A magical disturbance has been detected in our city. We are not yet sure of its origin or whether it is malign or benign. We must first gather more information. And that, I see dead people, brings us to your task. Investigate the alchemist shop. Algernon's alchemist shop in the apothecarium is the locus of a strange disturbance. Invisible creatures made solely of magic wander the shop. There must be a reason, and we must find it. Investigate the disturbance and capture those creatures. Take a chest of coffers and a scroll from behind me. Use the scroll at the shop to make the creatures visible. Subdue them with your spells. Then throw down a coffer to capture them. Return with the filled coffers, the empty coffers, and the cantation. Take a chest of contaminant coffers and a cantation of manifestation. You will need them for your mission. I think that was it, right? Yeah, that's all I can take. And then I have to... Wait, what does it still have? Chest of contaminant coffers? Yeah, that's what I have. Questy's just being a little weird about it. Okay, of course, all the way on the other side of town. I think I'm just gonna run around the circle because I don't know what it is about the center with like the bank and all the stairs and the different levels. I hate it. Like it tries to be a maze, I feel. That's the curitation, okay. Oh, I should have stayed on the outside, I guess. That looks delightful. Is it in here? Wait, no. That's down to Sylvanus's chamber. Should be right over here. Yes. So I have to use the scroll. And then... Oh, shit. I'm dead. How do I stun them? It says to use my spells was the icy blast. Does that count as a stun? Like it freezes them in place, but I don't know that that's a stun. I didn't realize they were all going to be level 17. And that they were all going to attack, even though they come up as neutral because they're yellow. Surprise. Oh, I guess let's try that again. And a stunned rift spawn. Hmm. Slumber sand, maybe? Oh, immune. can't polymorph it either? Dude, what the hell? I can't polymorph. I can't sleep sand. How am I supposed to stun them? I think I'm gonna probably not do this quest right now, because I'm wondering, because they're level 16 and 17, I wonder if I don't have the spell that I'm supposed to for stunning, which would be really, really stupid considering it offers me this quest at this level. So I'll have to do this one probably off camera once I look into it a little bit more, unfortunately. Okay. Unfortunately now I have those things taking up my inventory space. I could probably delete them, just pick them up again, but I'm not going to chance it, just in case. When I get back to town, I'm gonna have to repair my armor. I could have repaired it in Undercity, but I'm not turning back. You can't make me. What the heck? The grass is poking up through the cement there. I feel like I've pretty much like accomplished nothing so far in the video, and it's like 20 minutes in. But I'm gonna go quick, turn in Quinn Yorick, and then pop down here to the Sepulcher and turn those in. That's a little bit high of a level. High border crossings. Yeah, we'll see what follow-up quests are available in the Sepulcher and go from there. I feel like being in Silver Pine Forest makes me feel uneasy, and I don't know if that's because I'm normally Alliance, or maybe it has to do with, I know there's like a random elite super high level mob walking around by the werewolves over here somewhere, like he's somewhere around here that he like patrols. I'm pretty sure I've run into him in one of my videos on this character. I don't like him. He's a bully. And I don't understand. Ooh. I don't understand why he is where he is, but I'm sure there's gonna be like some kind of quest about it, explaining it at some point. Return to Quinn. My sister told me you were here to aid us. Is that true? Quinn takes the potion and drinks it. Yes, I can feel it working. I will soon be able to travel. You have done me a great favor. Ivor the Foul. I hope that's not that mob that I was just talking about. My brother Quinn and I were tasked to reckon Silver Pine Forest and report to High Executioner Hedrick, but we didn't get far. When moving through this farm, we were attacked by the ghoul Ivor the Foul. We escaped from Ivor, but he seriously mauled Quinn. He's healing from the potion you gave him, but Ivor may return before Quinn recovers. Kill Ivor so Quinn will have time to heal. Ivor is usually in the barn yonder, waiting for my guard to drop. Luckily, these enemies are green. They should die relatively quickly. I gotta be honest, it's nice to realize that I'm on a mage and I have unlimited free water. What is that mob doing? I don't know if you're watching the screen or not, but it just bolted back inside the barn. before he runs back inside. And I don't know if Ivor is going to have any friends in here. Seems he has at least one. Good thing for potions. That wasn't too bad. I did not appreciate there being an extra guard for him, though. Have you killed Ivor the Follow? No. If you won't do it for me and my brother, then do it for the Forsaken. Ah, thank you. You have my gratitude, and I will include you in the report I make to my superiors. These are an upgrade, so I'll pop those on real quick. And then we're gonna head south. I'm very tempted to hearth, but considering the hearthstone has an hour cooldown, it's kind of I don't want it to be a waste. This is kind of the area where that elite mob likes to hang out. Over there in the distance. And I don't want to run into him because he's mean. I don't know what level he is because I know he's at least 9 levels above me, I think it would be. Because he, like on his interface, instead of a number here, it's a skull. And yeah, that means I'm toast if he sees me. Basically. Let alone the fact that he's an elite, so he hits harder. Shame this character isn't super rich, because it'd be really nice if I had like riding mount to look forward to anytime in the near future, but I don't. Only blink. Prove your worth. You have served me well, mage. It is obvious to me that you will be a worthy aid to me as I prepare to rid Silver Pine Forest of Arugel's curse. Arugel's folly. How Arugel gained acceptance within the Kirintor is beyond me. His spell-casting knowledge seemed as transparent as a brown glass bauble. What's important now is learning exactly what magic Arugel used so I can turn it against him and secure Silverpine Forest for the Dark Lady. Arugel first stayed at the wheat farm just north of the bridge. One of the Death Stalkers reported seeing some spell books, but could not secure them. Retrieve them for me, and the spell-labeled remedy of Arugel from those books. I wonder if Arugel's the elite mob. Or maybe it was, I think it was, his name was like Son of somebody. Maybe it was Son of Arugel. I hope we don't find out. I don't want to see him. The Dead Fields. Have you defeated Nightlash? Our success against the Rothides depends on her destruction. I heard of your successful raid against the Rothides, and this essence is proof of Nightlash's death. The Scourge have lost ground this day. Your value to the Forsaken grows. The Decrypt Fairy. We've discovered a new hive for the Scourge, the Decrepit Fairy. The fairy lies east of the sepulchre and is heavily patrolled by Rothides and other undead. There must be a reason for the Scourge's occupation of the area. Go to the Decrepit Fairy and find out why the Scourge are there. Oh, okay, so that's not, those spell books are in a different spot than that really strong guy, so I shouldn't have to worry about him. I think I'll do that one first since it's lower level. Not that I'm gonna level up from that little quest or anything, but I'll do that first and then head down to the Decrepit Fairy and then head back to town, I think. Should be in that house, I'm guessing. Oh, someone else is here. So I probably want to be a little careful about stuff possibly respawning. Why do they keep resisting? That's rude. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think mages use maces. I'm just gonna mana up, just in case. So I don't know if there's more enemies in there or not. It's gonna be upstairs, isn't it? Yep. Oop. The sons of Aruba will rise against who challenge the power of the moon rage. This is a level 11 quest. I'm suspicious that they hyper spawn in this area. I feel like typically in areas like this that can be a problem. But we made it out alive. So, we're gonna go off to that ferry. Looks like there's a little path according to the map. I don't know how far it goes though, because the area is undiscovered for now. I think this is the path, and it doesn't go very far. That's okay. I think I'm also going to conjure some food. Just because it got a little bit dicey for that little level 11 quest. So I hate to think that this one's going to be a cakewalk. No way to remove curses. I think I'm gonna get this guy. First. And then that one. Who is he healing? There's that guy too. I don't know how they're healing. Is it just drain soul? I think so, because it didn't happen that time. Ooh, he hits kind of hard. I don't like that. Let's see. I thought I saw a crate of food, but I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw an enemy here. I hate when they resist. I hate when they heal too. Yeah, soul siphon. I'm probably going to call it on the video once I get over there. 15, 16, jeez. Once I turn it in, I feel like it's gonna tell me to kill like these guys, like X amount of this one, Y amount of the other one. We'll find out though. I'm very squishy, probably because I don't have any gear. Maybe I'll have to see if I can get into a group for like a dungeon, get some gear. I feel like I'm in Dark Shore all over again with all these trees, making it hard to see where your enemies are, which I know they do that on purpose, but I feel like there's someone on the other side here. Oh, there it is. I didn't see him until the big health bar popped up, but that's why I turned those on. Yeah, that's gonna be male, yeah. Kill this guy. Just in case, and for a little bit extra experience, why not? Oh, I don't like that. I did not like that spell at all. It was rude. Corpse-laden boat. Delightful. Heaped within this boat is a pile of wrapped corpses, and looking east across Lordimere Lake, an opposing dock on Ferris Isle can be seen. The fate of the corpses must lie on Ferris Isle. Wrought-hide clues. Among the corpses, a hand protrudes, unwrapped. It is the hand of a woman, pockmarked from the plague, but relatively fresh. On the hand is a ring. Removing the ring and inspecting it reveals an engraving. For Delilah. And I'm just gonna hearth, because I don't want to fight through there again. And then I'll turn those in and see what I get. As far as follow-up quests. You return, so I assume your investigations bore fruit? You say that this ring was worn by a woman recently killed? The only nearby source of such a body would be the mass graves in Tirisfal. The Wrought-hide gnolls must be taking those corpses to Fenris Isle. Wrought-hide Ichor. Before we launch an assault on Ferris Isle, we must determine who is behind the Wrought-hide gnolls. Our apothecaries believe the origin lies within the strange fluid that flows through their bodies. Go to Fenris Isle, east of the decrepit ferry, and collect Wrought-hide Ichor from the gnolls you find there. Bring it to Apothecary Renfrew, stationed outside of the sepulchre. The engraved ring. If you want to find the husband or beloved who gave Delilah her ring, then speak with the magistrate Severin in Brill. He should have records of recent deaths and, with luck, can discover who Delilah is. But I wouldn't hope. Whoever gave her the ring is probably dead. Or, if he's undead, he probably no longer cares about Delilah. How optimistic. Arubal's folly. Before I know what we are dealing with here, mage, I need to study the spell known as Remedy of Arubal. Bring it to me now, or I shall be forced to find myself a worthy servant. This is precisely the spell I was in search of, mage. If your dedication to the Dark Lady's cause remains infallible, you will find you have quite a future amongst the Forsaken. After examining Arugel's work, my worst suspicions were confirmed. The old hack was not qualified to clean chamber pots in Dalaran, let alone represent the Curator in its most dire hour. Fools. Arugels used enchanted items to reinforce his weak magic. I need to examine these items firsthand. Travel forth and slay moon rage gluttons and moon rage dark souls until you have collected enough of their enchanted shackles for my research. The foul creatures have been seen to the north and east. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to be killing these mobs or enemies off camera just because I know it's gonna take a while. I'm probably also going to kill extras so that my level is a little bit higher just because it seems like I'm struggling a little bit. Or I might do some dungeons if I can find some groups for some gear so it's not such a struggle. But I hope you found this video relaxing, and I hope I see you in the next video. Have a good night and sweet dreams. Bye.